Have you ever gone back to the places where you grew up as a kid? Maybe you've gone back to the home where you grew up after being away for years, or maybe you've gone back to your elementary school and visited your old classrooms. If you have, there's probably something you notice. Most of the time, they feel smaller, don't they? You might have found yourself thinking, I remember this as being so much bigger. The places where you used to live feel smaller because you've grown. And because you have grown, the world you lived in feels smaller and more cramped than you remember. The same thing happens in other areas of our life. Over time, our perspective on the world grows and changes. Our beliefs grow and change. We think new thoughts and see new things about ourselves, about the people in our lives, about the world around us. When that happens, when we grow, we can't go back to the way we were before. The old perspective, the previous beliefs feel too small, like they're holding us back and making us feel cramped. You might even look back at what you thought about things 5 years ago or 50 years ago and think, I can't believe I used to live that way. God invites us into a relationship with Him where we are always growing, where we discover more and more of His love for us, His presence with us, His strength sustaining us, His wisdom guiding us. And when that happens, not only do we grow, but our world grows. We feel less cramped, less confined, more free. I want to introduce you to Tiffany and Andrew and share a little bit of their story with you. Listen for how God helped them to grow, and how growing in one area opened up a new world for them.
For each of us, we both didn't have really a church background. I had gone to church before, but had never been submersed in church, never been baptized, but I knew who God was. We met in the ER together, and then we broke up, really bad circumstances, moved separately, thought it was over. We were trying to work through things, and I told him, well, you need to find out who you are and what makes you tick. So if we ever want to fix us, you need to fix you.
I started watching church online because I was too afraid to come in person. Pastor Mike had a specific series he was going through, which is what I was going through. And so it was like he was talking straight to me, and like gives me chills now thinking about it. So that was a pivotal moment.
So he had come once and he said, it's amazing, the sound is amazing, the music's amazing, you need to come, you need to just come once. And at first I was like, I don't know if you're just trying to sell me into something, trying to get me back, I don't know about this. But then I came, and the first sermon was about marriage. After that, we had just started working on things. We kept coming to church. We got into counseling, and we were able to reconcile. And we got married about 6 months later, and then had a second son. And then we've been part of the Bayou ever since. And our family comes here, our kids come here, and it's been amazing. It's been life-changing for us. On the way to actually go get married, I said, we're going to be having this second baby. We really need to get our finances in order. And at the time, we were living in 2 separate homes. We hadn't combined our homes or anything. And looking at our finances, it was scary because we had too much month left at the end of our money. And Sean was actually doing a series on what it meant to be debt-free and what it meant to have that financial peace. And at the same time, we were talking about this and going through this, and we started watching the videos on the way to go get married in Florida. The 6-hour drive, I trapped him. The whole 6-hour way there. We sold everything that we could that we didn't need, got our emergency fund in place, and we just started paying off things. And that has led us a 2-year journey total to us being completely debt-free and paying off almost $82,000. He's gotten promotions. Things have just shifted. God has shifted things in our life and made them align for us, open doors for us that we never thought would open. It's all because of God. And we know it's all because of God because we both changed our lives around, got on the same page, and really started with that open communication and tithing and being a part of what God is, knowing that money that we have is God's money, that we are good stewards of God's money.
I was scared. I didn't want to do it. I was like, that's a lot of money. I was like, do you realize how much money this is? And she kept saying, no, I think we need to do it. Let's just do it. So we did it. immediately I felt so good that I just started giving like everything. And
Changes
the crazy
you.
thing is it still comes back to you
Right.
every time.
If anything, we've been blessed that much more, but not expecting to be, and so you give it with an open heart, not expecting anything in return, and just see how God blesses you. It's beyond belief. It's not us trying to get something from them, but by giving and being a part of it, we get so much in return as well. For us relationally, they've poured into our kids and in our family and in our everyday life. So for us, we want to be a part of that for other people as well. We know that every Sunday is someone's first Sunday, and we remember what it was like for us to both be broken and being here and being scared and not knowing where to go. And we want to be a part of sharing our testimony and sharing our life and our love to help someone else.
When Pastor Mike has spoken to me personally, it's been pivotal turning points in my life. But Sean is like he's with us in our family, walking with us every day. His Sunday teachings, I think about every single day through the week. It's like he's with us, walking.
We always felt very alone here before, and being at the Bayou and a part of this community makes us feel like we are a part of something that is bigger than us.
One of the things that stands out to me is how Tiffany and Andrew grew. They grew together. It wasn't something that they each did on their own. They needed each other in the process. Also, they intentionally put themselves in a humble posture, being willing to learn. And because of that, they found a new sense of freedom they didn't have before. That's what God does. He guides us from where we were to new places, places that feel more open, more spacious, more freeing. And that journey of growth is one that we take together with other followers of Jesus. That's why I'm so glad you've chosen to be a part of this small group. For thousands of years, the followers of Jesus have found that life is better together. And it's still true today. Welcome to week 6 of Decades.